Bel Cranel didn't wake up a hero. Quote, he woke up hungry, broke, and sweating in a tiny room that smelled like old wood and failure. The kind of room you rent when you have one dream and zero results. Outside Aurario was already alive. Adventurers marching to the dungeon with fresh armor, shiny blades, loud laughter. Real warriors, real legends. Bel watched him like a kid staring through the window of a candy store, knowing he couldn't afford anything inside. But he still walked out anyway, because he didn't come to Aurario to be safe. He came to become someone. Familia was a joke. One Goddess.no members, coring no money. Hestia looked like she was trying to pretend everything was fine, but Bel could tell she was struggling too. Cooled. She was smiling through stress, through debt, through embarrassment, and Bel hated that. Not because she was weak, but because he knew she deserved better, believed in him, and he hadn't done anything yet to prove she was right. So he did what any desperate rookie would do. Quetchy. He went to the dungeon. The dungeon wasn't like the stories. It didn't feel magical. It felt cruel. It felt like a mouth waiting to swallow you. The air got colder the deeper he went. The walls looked alive, like they were breathing. Come. And when Bel finally ran into his first monsters, it wasn't exciting. It was terrifying. Goblins came out like rats. Their eyes were dead, their claws were sharp, and they didn't hesitate. Bel swung his knife with shaking hands, screaming like he was trying to scare himself more than them. Quarterly survived, but only barely. And that's how his life started. Every day, dungeon, done every night, exhaustion. Come back covered in sweat and blood. Dropping monster stones in Hestia's hands like they were treasure, even though the pay was trash. He kept telling himself it was progress, that every scar was a step forward. But the truth was simple. Bel Cranel was weak. He wasn't the chosen one. He wasn't gifted. He didn't have a legendary sword or a powerful bloodline. He had a cheap knife, a dream, and a body that got knocked down constantly. Then it happened. On one of his runs, Bel went to deep, and when the Minotaur showed up, Bel's entire world froze. It wasn't a monster, it was a nightmare. A massive beast with muscles like stone, horns like spears, and eyes that didn't show hunger, showed hatred. Bel tried to run clean. His legs moved, but his mind didn't. He felt like prey, like a child. The Minotaur charged, and Bel's heart cracked. His knife felt like a toy. He couldn't fight him. He couldn't even breathe. And then, right before he died, a blur of blonde and steel sliced through the air. The woman Bel had only ever seen from a distance, like a star you admire but never touch, killed the Minotaur with effortless precision, captainist like she wasn't fighting a beast, but swatting an insect. And Bel stood there, shaking, humiliated, saved like a helpless nobody. Eyes looked at him with calm eyes. Not because he was grateful, because he was ashamed. That night, Bel lay in bed, staring at the ceiling, feeling like his chest was being crushed. Angry that he was so weak, someone else had to save him. Angry that his dream of becoming a hero felt like a joke compared to someone like her. And then something inside him snapped into focus. He didn't want to be famous. He didn't want attention. He wanted to stand beside her, not behind her. That desire became a fire, pure obsession. Not the creepy kind, but the desperate kind. The kind that makes your entire soul scream, I need to grow right now. Came and the gods heard it. Bel gained a skill no one had ever seen before. Liari's freeze. Cade, a skill that let him grow at a speed that shouldn't exist. A skill born from emotion, from love, from hunger for strength. Every time Bel trained, his stats rose like he was breaking the rules of the world. He didn't know it yet, but he had just become a monster in human form. But power doesn't come with peace, because as Bel started rising, Aurario started watching. That kid is leveling too fast. He's in Hestia Familia. Is it luck? Then it became attention die. And attention in Aurario is dangerous, because where there's attention, there's jealousy. And where there's jealousy, there's predators. Bel kept going deeper into the dungeon. He fought stronger monsters, he pushed himself cleaner with his blade. He stopped screaming when he swung. He started thinking, started calculating. He wasn't fearless, but he was learning how to move through fear instead of being trapped inside it.